man? What's up, YouTube? How are we doing? It is Wednesday, May 27th, 2026 at exactly 10:30. Now, this is an extremely important and special episode of this show. What we are doing right now, is we are going to be testing. I have right here my all-new looper setup, okay? Now, I'm just replacing the same unit that I just had, but when I bought the other looper that I had, I bought when they initially released them, the day it came out, literally. So I've had that one for about 5 years. Some of the buttons and knobs were going wrong in the thing, and honestly, it had a firmware issue that I knew of. When I did an update, it broke things internally, and there's known problems with these devices, okay? So I knew of that, but I couldn't do anything about it, okay? I just got the brand new unit open yesterday. This is the first ever show with a brand new looper. What does that mean? It means everything changed. I didn't transfer anything over. I started from scratch. So I spent yesterday and today setting the settings up, and I keep discovering things I forgot to do. So we're definitely gonna have issues. There will be problems. Things are going to sound 100% different, by the way. Everything should sound different right now even. Just the way I'm setting up my loop, the reverb setting is different, but it's fixed compared to the old looper. And compression, noise suppression, equalizers, all the settings on how the looper works and all the effects they are completely different right now because I set it up from scratch. I didn't transfer anything over. So it should be a good thing. It should be a good thing because I went through and did everything, but also there may be things I didn't think of because I just discovered one of them, right? There's so many things, man. I can't even begin to explain to you. I didn't think it'd be all that complicated. And then you're like, oh, wait a minute, I had that set to this and this and this and this. Each little effect, I guarantee it's not set up all the way. So, but we are going to be testing it. It's exciting. I'm excited more than I am anything. I think it's going to make things better. Because again, the looper that the one that I had the make one of this looper. And then when they came out with Make 2, which was about 5 years ago now, I bought it day one. And there was all kinds of firmware problems with it. And then they did updates. And ultimately, I'm sure this has a lot of different stuff all together, right? They change a lot of things, to perfect it. So this should be better. It already seems to be better from what I have seen and tested so far. But again, we're not going to know until we get really far in, like an hour in, dude, and then things will start, who knows? Because there's known firmware problems are it can lock up, it can crash out, it could shut off, it could literally it is insane what I've heard and seen happen. And my old unit had that happen because I bought the first version, right? I was testing it. And it's crazy. Things can misalign, missync up. These do so much, but I'm excited. So there will never be a bigger change in the history of this show, probably ever, than doing this. But I think it'll be a great thing. Even my microphone right now has different equalizer settings. I hope it sounds good. I think it does. I recorded a video earlier. I think it should be good. You got to adjust all the equalizer, compressor, noise suppression on all the different channels, input, output, MIDI syncing. And it is actually insane how much, you don't think about how much is going on because for years I was just modifying and making things sound good. So anyways, not that you guys want to know the tech aspects, but tonight is more of a tech show than it is anything. And then one other thing, I have not brought in TikTok. They don't know what's going on Twitch, but it doesn't matter. They don't need to know. They'll show up and they'll just yell to play Master Puppets anyways, so they don't. So the other thing, the color on this Samsung Galaxy S26, I'm not a fan of how it switches from night into light dark mode. It's fine. It's just not the best, right? And the iPhone had issues. So I ordered a Google Pixel phone. That's right. And that's going to be here tomorrow, or it should be here tomorrow. And then we're going to start testing that too. And we're going to see if the color low light doesn't work better than the Galaxy S26 Ultra. And at worst case, I'm live on Twitch, Kick on a different phone. I have TikTok live and I have YouTube. So we have all these different devices rolling. So we're just testing stuff. And guess what, guys? You got to keep changing stuff. Change is not a bad thing. It's going to be a good thing. It should be a good thing. I'm not scared, and you shouldn't be either, because you got to keep going and evolving, and hopefully in the best of ways. Now, I'm going to bring in TikTok. I see you guys, thank you for starting off the show strong, by the way. Well, I'll thank you guys. Look at that. That's insane. We got some amazing super chats. I want to talk about it to TikTok because we're going to go live, okay? Here we go. We're going on TikTok and Twitch. I'm going to get started. We're just going to start with one of the best songs because, again, all I've done is set up the looper. I have not done anything hardly at all. I've just been doing tests for the past 2 days because like most of it's like testing. So we're just gonna really rip it with one of my classic songs. And I've actually figured out different ways I want to try to perform here in the future. So my performance style may switch up because setting this thing up from scratch, one thing that's interesting is because I figured out my style and I didn't mess around with it much, this thing does so much crap that like I feel bad for somebody who just starts, because if you dig too deep you'll confuse yourself. But there are things that this thing can do that I am never doing that I think we're gonna do, but I'm not gonna do it right now. I'm just gonna do my old school style. I have plans though to practice a different style. We're just gonna try to do, we're gonna see how it works with the way I've always done things around here. And then coming up soon, we're gonna try new things with different settings. Things that I wasn't willing to try because I had things figured out. But I don't care. We gotta experiment, right? So welcome to the experimental episode. Dude, we got a lot of people super chatting right now. I love you guys. I'm gonna bring in TikTok so that we can brag to everybody about how good we're doing right now, right? Because that's all part of it, right? Is when we do good. Because now that I've signed a Boost talent agency, it's kind of fun I love YouTube. YouTube is my favorite thing. And when you bring in TikTok, people, it's competitive over there, and people don't make a lot of money over there, though. That's the thing, right? So, hey guys, double tap the screen and subscribe, all right? We're going to bring on this other stuff, and we love it. Shout out to Boost Talent Agency and Skylar Clark for inviting me in, and hopefully things will get good. There is a battle tomorrow. Should I compete? There's a music battle on TikTok tomorrow. I could compete. But if this doesn't go well, again, this is a new test of this new looper. First ever show with a new looper. I'm excited because I think it's going to be awesome. I'm excited. We retired the other one and it worked fine. Some of the buttons were going out. This is just exciting. All right, so here we go. Double tap the screen. We're going to get in. We're going to see if the first piece of music works. And again, we're going to find out if I set this thing up right. I can already tell you, look, okay, so one thing, let me tell you, I know this is talking too much, too much tech crap, but one of the things that didn't work when I did the update on my previous looper, one of the things that drove me insane is that you should be able to set up reverb for all inputs, right? So you hear my voice has reverb, and I can change it, right? Right? You should be hearing my voice reverbing like crazy. Let me make sure. I'm going to make sure that it all sounds good. Yeah, I couldn't do that without it, reverb is set to all channels right now. And on my other looper, it wasn't working right. So I had to set it individually for a microphone, guitar, synthesizer, all had their own reverb channels. So dumb. So this is already better. But it also offers the drums are also being reverbed right now. So there's negatives to it too. Because see, the drums are also getting reverb as I talk. So that's a negative. And the guitar will have reverb, but it also makes it easier. It also has the transpose thing.
So when I talk like
this,
or like this, you hear the drums. The drums are also being affected when
my voice
is being affected.
And I could change that, because that's going to affect the way I perform. That's definitely one of the things I wasn't doing is each track having a different transpose. I may change that setting There's a billion settings. I could go through and tell you guys like what's really going on here and explain to you how I set my looper up, but that might be something I'll do for the members only. All right, and I know most of you don't even care, but you guys got to realize like the true magic is behind how you set up your equipment, man. Like that's the magic, dude. It really is. Like people wonder, and then like you know, that's the thing. And I don't like to spend a billion years setting my stuff up, by the way. That's why I stopped using Ableton Live, because all Ableton Live is an endless chase of effects racks. You could build effects racks in Ableton Live for the rest of your life, and you will never, ever be able to finish, because there's no such thing as finishing. It's literally insane. I love it, but I will tell you, like this device is also endless amounts of that, but there is an end. Kind of. If you let yourself have it. Anyways, all right, let's bring in TikTok. Look at the super chats. All of you, thank you. Again, this new looper was over $700. So, you know, all of this is helping fund all the stupid crap I'm doing. Like I said, I'm buying a Pixel phone, Google Pixel phone to replace, because the night vision on the Galaxy S26 Ultra, I'm not going to try to overly point it out, but you'll see sometimes it flickers and does this. It can't focus very well. I'm not in night mode. Okay, what we're doing here is not a normal lighting setup, right? I'm not quite light mode or dark mode, and I've noticed like the iPhone was amazing at focusing on the dark mode, but the audio's broken. So Galaxy phone can't handle my light up guitar. This is a problem. I get it, right? Because how does it know? I don't know if anything will really, the iPhone proved it can work, so I don't care. Does anyone want to hear tech talk for 20,000 hours? 10 minutes of tech talk. Sorry, this is my tech TED talk. Lots of super chats. Thank you guys. I'm gonna read them. We're gonna read them to TikTok. Let me bring in TikTok, and then we're gonna read them, and then we're just gonna rock out, because TikTok doesn't care at the beginning, but I'll tell you, my agency and the people that run it can watch the replay. No one else can, so you kind of want to show off. Like, they don't get any of the money though. The money, that's what I love. I love YouTube, guys. Thank you for giving me real money, because TikTok takes 50% of all revenue. So I am not all that stoked to be, although it's amazing. I love Taboo's talent agency. Thank you. The connections are unbelievable over there. Some of the people that are linked to that are insane. I love it, and I'm excited for that side of it. But until it starts proving money-wise that it makes sense, I cannot be full-time without my YouTube supporters. And you guys are unbelievable. Look at what you did already tonight. Dude, we have some amazing people that have welcome back. Well, I'm gonna thank Thomas Johnston also before we even get into it, and he wasn't one of them. But dude, there's somebody amazing here. You know who you are, right? Heavy D, bro. Are you kidding me, Heavy D? Dude, did you see the post with your statue, bro? Somebody posted in the community. I'm gonna epic intro, guys. Okay. All right, I gotta. Here we go, guys. We're gonna find out if this thing works. I hope it works better. My microphone is set up different. Does it sound better? I hope so. I changed all the equalizer settings, and I think it sounds better, because I made a video earlier for Joe Bonamassa. I told you guys about the Joe Bonamassa ad that I got the opportunity to make for YouTube, my official partnership. Yes, Joe Bonamassa, legendary blues guitar player, musician, brand partnership with you through YouTube. I submitted it earlier today, so you guys know, okay? But I changed my microphone settings, and I thought it sounded really good in the video. I think it sounds better than what it did before. That's why I didn't transfer my settings, so that I can make them better, hopefully. Okay. All right, guys. I know it's tech talk, and it's not all that fun. Okay. I'm gonna turn on TikTok, and then we're gonna talk, and then I'm gonna drop Black Betty is what I think we're gonna start with, because to me that's like a real banger, and it's a good time, and I know how, we're just gonna do some of my standard songs and see if it sounds good, if this thing works. Because like I said, dude, you guys don't even know. The firmware on these things can screw up hardcore, like in ways glitching that is horrifying. I've seen and heard horror stories from these devices, and I have not tested it enough to know whether this thing is going to be good. So once we get into like some of my songs that you guys have heard a million times, we're gonna know if we're gonna know. But we're gonna start out with a hot and heavy one, dude. One of my favorites. So here we go. All right, Twitch and Kick is coming in. And again, the volume's even different. How's the volume sound? The volume is outputted higher. I changed it. Well, I had to change. There's literally everything sounds different. I don't know. I didn't look at my old settings either. So there was a different compression setting on the master channel, different equalizer settings on the master channel, different reverb settings, all kinds of crazy stuff, guys. All right, here we go. TikTok's coming in hot. Here we go, guys. All right, we're gonna punch this thing. What's up, everybody? All right. What's up, everyone? It's 10:45 here in Des Moines, Iowa. We are live from the 515. Live streams from the Field of Dreams. If you build it, will they come? They've been coming by the tens of thousands on YouTube and TikTok every single night. It's epic. It's epic. It's epic. Oh yeah. Now, we've got some epic stuff here, guys. I started on YouTube here. I already started the stream and told everybody what's going on. This is a stream with a brand new looper. I have a new unit. I've had the old unit for 5 years and buttons and knobs were going wrong. There's many issues. So this is a new unit. That is what we're doing tonight. So those of you who are on TikTok, you're going to arrive here in a second and they're not going to want to hear me talk about it. So YouTubers, look what happened here, guys. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you to my moderators. Look at this, guys. Thank you all. Again, that helps fund. All I do is put money into this show. I don't put money anywhere else, dude. I literally am. I just spend money on this stuff. So look what happened, guys. Before we even started, look at what we got. Mr. Moo Cow, welcome to the nightclub on YouTube. We got a membership gift. Mr. Moo Cow, look at all these super chats, man. This is insane. Dude, TikTok, YouTube, look at this. We haven't even started. Man, we haven't even started yet, guys. This is insane. Thank you all. I hope tonight goes as well as this is. Look at this, guys. Heavy D is in the house, guys. One of the all-time great legends. We miss you, buddy. It's great to see you here. I'd love to hear the updates on your mom or your mom situation, man. Like, I know we talked about that. I feel bad for you, bro. You know, your life situation, man. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for the $200 super chat. $200 from Heavy D, one of our all-time legends. We have a giant statue of Heavy D on his dirt bike outside of the nightclub castle, the futuristic nightclub castle that we members gather out in the deep, dark, spooky woods. Oh yeah, do you know about that? What do you know about that? Heavy D with $200 starting out the show. Kirk Burning, my all-time legendary friend Kirk Burning, who made me this sign. kirksburnings.com. You can get one of your own custom signs. With a 10, Brian VK1HM with a $20 super chat. Guys, this is a great welcome back. I took a couple days, like I've been busy. And this is an amazing welcome back, guys. Holy cow. Brian VK with 20. Fortnite Clips 19248 with a $2 super chat says hi. Oh yeah. Kirk Burning with a $50 super chat. Kirk Burning with a $50 on top of that 10 says, keep talking, Sparky, so you can make these people mad. Yeah, I don't know who's in the, basically, guys, in order to have fun, I'm glad we have the best mods in the world. Thank you, Kirk. You're a great mod. You're the best. $50 from Kirk, dude. Melissa Jajewski with a $2 super chat. Steamed Punks with a $5 Australian says, is that guitar for show or what? It is a show. Yep, you're right. But wait, because I literally was explaining to all the people who have more than 5 seconds to listen, I'm using a brand new looper system tonight, guys. I have had this. It's the same type of unit. It's just a brand new one. The old one I had for 5 years, and all the buttons and knobs were going bad, and I could have fixed them, but I'm just going to use that as a backup because I've made my living using this thing. I've got to be one of the people in the world who has spent more time using this unit and probably made more money using this than anybody. Even just look at that, guys. You know what I mean? So I probably should have at least 2 of them, right? I'm tempted to buy a third because there's a chance they may never make these things again. Like, there's this other side of me that's like, if I build a business off a device and they don't make it anymore, what am I going to be doing, Obviously, I can loop with anything, so, like, it's fine. I've looped with plenty of different devices other than this thing. It's just my favorite. Thank you again, everybody. This is insane. We got more Fortnite clips with a 5. Says, I love your channel. You are the best. I wish I could meet you in real life. Fortnite clips. Man, I know, guys. Let me get in. We're going to get into it. Dude, another 5. We are blowing up right now. Thank you, guys, for the welcome back. It's only been like a day and a half or 2 days. Like, I love this welcome back. Heavy D just dropped another 100. Thank you, guys. You're adding to the final total of the month, by the way, dude. A really great month we had. Not a record month, but just a great month. Heavy D, we love you, buddy. Thank you for coming back, bro. It's great to see you. Heavy D with another 100, guys. That's another 100. Are you kidding me right now? Look at this, guys. We haven't even started the show. Flip through without being able to see it. All my cameras are backed up, are delayed. Heavy D by himself gave $300. Who's keeping track, man? Thank you. You guys have pretty much helped me pay for this new looper and the Google Pixel phone that I just ordered. So keeping track of what's going on around here, I bought an iPhone 17 Pro Max. The audio doesn't work on YouTube. I bought a Galaxy S26 Ultra, and the camera can't figure out what's going on with my light-up guitar. I'm going to buy a Google Pixel and waste $5,000 on phones this year because I want this thing to work good. And it's not all that bad because TikTok has the iPhone, Google right now is using the Galaxy, and I'm on Twitch also. So we're just going to have nice phones all across the board, but we're going to make something work. I make money. Look at this. We're making money. And with that, we're going to make this the best thing we can. I don't care. Nothing's going to stop us. Technology is not going to stop us. All right, guys. That's enough tech talk. That is enough. This is insane. Just end the show. Just end the show. How awesome of a troll would it be? Would it be the greatest troll of all time on the internet? It could be. It would be hilarious, right? Show up for 15 minutes, tell everybody about technology, and then get out of here. Bye, guys. Thanks for $500 or whatever that was. Thank you. All right, bye. It worked. We don't even know if it works. All right, we're going to do it now, though. Thank you guys. Insane donation train. W's for the dono. That is insane. Heavy D, we miss you, bro. I am so glad to see you, dude. You don't have to be here all the time. You don't even have to give me money all the time, dude. We love you, man. I mention your name all the time, by the way. We always think Thomas Johnson, Heavy D, Kirk Burning. Dude, Heavy D, this guy named Thomas Johnson showed up. And the thing is, I always made sure to mention you, dude. You're a life changer. You changed my life when no one cared, bro. Like, you were the reason I went full-time pro. When you started helping me back in, September, October times, that was when we tripped off into being pro. And things have been great. It's been great, and things have gotten even better, and things are doing really well. So thank you. But it is because of tons of supporters. So it's not just one, but dude, like September was when I became a full-timer. And it was really Dennis Parker that pushed it there. But Kirk Burning's been so consistent. I know, guys. I know this is like, what is this show? Epic intro, dude. I think this intro is pretty good, though. Lots of stuff. All right. I love you guys. Let's get into it. Let's make the first piece of music and see if it's going to work. Welcome to the brand new Looper. I'm excited. Even my voice should sound different. As I said, I did not transfer over any of the settings from my previous machine. I didn't transfer over anything. I'm starting from scratch with it. I set it up I started setting it up yesterday. I've been setting it up for today. Still finding tons of things I forget to set up. There's a lot going on in one of these, and I'm sure there's plenty I didn't do. We're going to play one of my songs, though, that I play all the time, right? To see how it goes, right? So who's ready? Who's ready? We're going to do Black Betty, dude. One of my favorite rock and jams that I like to do around here that I think I've got pretty well practiced and I think usually goes well. And we're going to see if it goes well. Because even simple things like, you got to make sure that this is the master channel on the MIDI and doesn't receive MIDI from your synthesizer or your guitar effects processor, because that's what it was doing, is syncing back and forth. But that's the problem. Is what was happening is I changed the channel on my synthesizer, changes the channels on this, ruins the whole song. So there's a good chance stuff like that might still be happening, but I did that right before the show. I was like, oh, wait a minute. It's not on master channel, because I didn't, until it screws everything up, you don't know. So who's ready to... And again, I'm not even sure, I haven't tried the guitar with this. I don't know. Who knows how anything's going to work. I didn't even run, I don't even know. Let's see. Again, this may end up being more of a tech episode than it is a real episode. I'm not going to lie, because I did not, again, all new, all everything. All right. So hopefully. All right. I have not tested it with anything. I didn't even turn the guitar on for this yet. So it's honestly, this is going to be super raw. And again, this may go wrong. And there's plenty of things that I may have to look into. So thank you for the super chats, everybody. Everything's going to be really great. We're going to be testing stuff, and it's going to be interesting to see how this goes. So here we go. Everything's made from scratch. We're going to see. It could be a disaster. Who knows? This is definitely a night of experiments. And then if tonight doesn't go well, I'll be setting stuff up tomorrow and come back. I just wanted to come in and do a show, though. You know what I mean? So cheers to everybody. Cheers to never giving up. Continue to experiment, expand, and do not be scared of change, man. Because sometimes change is the best thing that'll ever happen to you. Don't be scared, man. Because you can be scared, but sometimes it's going to be the best thing ever. That you got to hope and believe it's the best thing ever. That's where I'm at. Thank you to all you wonderful people for those super chats to start this show off. Heavy D, Fortnite Clips, 1924-8, Steamed Punks, Melissa Jajewski, Kirk Burning, Fortnite Clips, Brian VK1HM, Kirk Burning, Heavy D, Mr. Moo Cow. I love your name, Mr. Moo Cow. Look, Thomas Johnston. Are you kidding me? Guys, you guys are going to throw down crazy money right now, and then you're going to make me look dumb when this doesn't work. I got this new looper. Thomas Johnson, you're a big part of why I got the new looper, bro. I wanted one. We needed one, and I honestly already know there's things that have improved. Once I have it set up entirely, I'm pretty sure this was the best move ever, or at least so far it seems like that. We're going to find out, though. But I have time to send it back. So, okay, couple things, guys. I know. We're not playing yet. Thomas Johnson. I said Heavy D. We got Thomas Johnson in the house, guys. Guys, thank you, Thomas. I love you, buddy. We have the members of the statues of the outside of the nightclub, dude. Kirk Burning, Heavy D, and Thomas Johnson just showed up and gave $200, guys. Man. That is insane. That's insane. TikTok, you got a bit of a different volume set up. Hold on, I'm gonna adjust something. Hopefully you guys aren't getting blown out. All right, look, guys, Lemon Man's here too. Guys, again, the month is about to end, right? So if you really want to throw down and support this show, by the end of the month, we have a good total. I'm happy with the total, but I'm never, the more you push it, right? The number always ends at the end of the month, and then YouTube pays me. Lemon Man with a $10 super chat says, I may not quite know what a looper is, but I'm excited to see your equipment improving with time. We're only going up. Rise with us and join the nightclub if you can. Lemon Man, $10. A looper is the station I'm using. It's literally the mixer. It is literally the mixer, the looper. It is the entire brains of this operation. If it does not work, there's no bigger thing either. Like my guitar, I have a guitar effects processor and a synthesizer. Those would both be big changes. Everything's big changes, but this little thing is the middle of the everything. And if it doesn't work, nothing matters. All right, this is insane right now. I could cry. Are you kidding me? Guys, look. It's gonna be another one of these shows. I wanted to test the looper. Instead, we're just blowing my mind. I'm not gonna be sad about it right now. This is insane. Look at this, guys. All right, what? Joanne Bird's here too. 20 from Joanne Bird. Thank you all. Guys, I took a little moment, because I had other things going on. Like I said, that Joe Bonamassa video. I had to make an advertisement for Joe Bonamassa, dude. Legendary blues guitarist. For YouTube. YouTube offered me a paid partnership brand deal to make an ad for Joe Bonamassa. And if it goes through, they're going to pay me, and it's going to promote Joe Bonamassa, dude. An absolute god of music. Joanne Bird with a $20 super chat. Look at this, guys. Oh my God. Should I just hang up? Guys, should I say bye? I'm so tempted, dude. It's so tempting. The joke. Wouldn't the joke be hilarious, guys, if I just hung up the show right now? One of these days I'm going to do it, dude. I'll have the boldness to just do it. And I would come back. But the joke of pretending that we didn't. Look at this, guys. Thomas Johnston with $400, guys. All right, not that we're going to focus on the money, but Thomas Johnston gave me $400, and Heavy D gave me $300, guys, and that's just two of those people. Joanne Bird, Thomas Johnston, Lemon Man 1066, Heavy D, Fortnite Clips, Steampunks, Melissa Jajewski, Kirk Burning, Fortnite Clips, 19248, Brian VK1HM, Kirk Burning, Heavy D, Mr. Moo Cow. This is insane, guys. Honestly, that is an insane donation train. All right, let's do the first song now. Let's test the looper. I know. It's a whole count your crazy super chats show. This is the best. Oh, dude, yes. You guys just paid for like the looper. This was, $750. And then I got that new phone. It's all just going to try to make this place better. I don't know what to tell you. That's all it is. I can tell you through my monitor some of this stuff, like even the guitar sounds a bit different. Now, better or worse, I don't know. And there's like all these things we could do that I don't even know whether I need to change something here. Let me look if there's something. Oh man, there's so much you can do here. I'm not going to mess with it. We're just going to play, all right? Again, new looper, which means every channel input has a different equalizer, compressor setting, noise suppression than it had before, whether I had it, reverb, all the stuff. Everything's different. So give me a bit of a break. All right, let's try it. Black Betty from scratch. Sorry, TikTok. I know so many of you guys are probably like, what is this show? Sorry, hey, but you know what? I'm not sorry because that was insane. I'm not going to apologize for winning like crazy right now. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Oh, my God. It's crazy to come back and have it like that. All right. Hopefully, TikTok, I'm going to be adjusting your audio. Everything's different, okay? Remember that. You guys want to see an experiment live. This is it. So if I look stupid, it's not. Well, some of it's me. But actually, it's all like, this is what it's like when you set up new equipment. Here we go. One of my songs. You guys know this song. That's the thing. I know this song. We all know how it goes. A lot of you know how it goes if you know this place, okay? Cyberpunk King. We are going to do Black Betty from scratch. And I don't know how it's going to go. I hope it goes well. I hope it sounds good. Again, it's a test episode. If this doesn't sound good, we'll come back tomorrow. And the next day, well, maybe tomorrow. The phone is scheduled to come at a late, weird time, so, like, that sucks. We're going to find out. At worst case scenario, we're doing Friday afternoon, guys. Trust me, I'm not done. We're going to get in here and keep grinding. It's just been a weird week. Like I said, I had to make that Joe Bonamassa video, and I'm not sad about that. I got to set up this looper. I had to do that. We're going to set up a phone. We're going to set things up. And then we're going to knock down all the pins, dudes. All right, let's see if we're going to win. Here we go. From scratch, drums, synthesizer, guitar, Black Betty, the king of cyberpunk, let's go! Oh no, I told myself I wasn't going to do fog juice because the new looper, everything gets covered in goo, dude. Oh well, whatever, we're going to go for it. I hope it's good. If I got to send it back, Amazon's going to be like, what is this gooey mess? All right, here we go. Here we go. Watch me build drums, synthesizer, guitar, looped live, then mixed and remixed on a brand new looper. First song ever. It only took me 30 minutes, 40 minutes of yelling about nothing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the 40-minute yelling session. And not only am I different, YouTube's live streaming settings change crazy amounts, by the way, everybody, just so you know. Setting up your live stream on YouTube, I was shocked. It was only been a couple days since I did one of these, so it has not been any moment of time. I came back, dude, YouTube changed a lot, and I hope it's for the best. They have automatic descriptions of what they think is going on now. They're going to add auto descriptions to what they think is happening in the show, like what TikTok does. That's crazy, right? They have a setting to choose if this is made by AI or not. That is awesome. That is awesome. So they now have a setting and you have to tell them if you're using AI to do something live. Awesome, YouTube. The auto descriptions could be good. And now they also have auto bookmarking. 3 different things, guys. Those are big deal, dude. So W's in the chat for that, by the way. Lots of big changes, guys. Thomas Johnston just gave me 50 more bucks, dude. Thomas Johnson! 50 more from Thomas Johnson. That's $550, Thomas. Thomas, you totally own, like I said, this looper, 750 bucks, and the Pixel phone I bought a used one because I couldn't stand the idea of spending $1,000. So I bought a used small storage space Pixel phone from Amazon just because all I'm going to do is use it as a camera. So, but it is a moonstone, which I love because we're going to the moon, and I bought a moonstone phone. Right? Thank you, Thomas. Again, with another 50, guys. 550. Heavy D, Thomas Johnson, Kirk Burning. I love you guys. This is awesome. I love to have multiple legends in the chat, dude. You guys, we built giant statues to you guys. Go look at my community on YouTube. There's a post with you, both of you guys. I have statues built to you guys. It's epic. I'll repost it and tag all of you guys. How about that? So that you guys can see it. So that, yeah, because it deserves to be acknowledged like crazy because it's awesome. It's exactly what I described. All right. Now we're going to play. Shut up and play, right? Or maybe not. 4 hours of not playing. I'm kind of nervous. Here we go. Let's see if it works. Drums, synthesizer, guitar. Looped live, then mixed and remixed on the spot. If anything sounds weird, it's because nothing is set up the same. I literally did not transfer my settings starting from scratch. So if everything sounds different, it should. Love you all. The king of cyberpunk is here, and we're experimenting for the better. Only for the better. Remember that. Thomas Johnson just gave me another $50. Heavy D, Thomas Johnson, I love you guys. All hail the almighty stream donation kings. I freaking love you guys. Let's go. One nation of domination and another nation of donation. One nation, domination, donation, domination. All right. I know my TikTok audience hates this. I'm sorry, TikTok, but we're going to get into it. I know. I don't know what to tell you. Don't be mad. This is a good time. And if you're mad that I'm finally succeeding, go watch some of the streams where I made like $10 because there's a lot of them. We don't always make crazy money like this. And then sometimes we do. Let's go. I wish we could get that to 57,000 by the end of tonight. I'm not going to push it because sometimes it's up and down. But man, let's try, guys. So sub it up. YouTube. Sub it up, all right? Let's get it to 900 right now. All right? We're going to go. Here we go. Everything's made from scratch. drum synthesizer guitar, Thomas Johnston, Heavy D, Kirk Burning. So many people, Joanne Bird, Lemon Man, a lot of legends here. And we'll never forget Thomas Anonymous, okay, and Bob 2019. Huge. Gentle Jake. We love Gentle Jake, dude. There's a lot of people that support this show. And it changes my life, guys. Trust me, I'm never done. Just because sometimes I take windows of time. Trust me, I'm not being lazy, guys. I'm always like out getting it done. Okay? And sometimes it's good to pull back. And I only pulled back for what, 2 days? I set up the looper. I made a video for Joe Bonamassa as if these are not good things. Okay? Let's go! Black Betty made from scratch. Shut up and play! All right. I can already tell I'm hitting the wrong buttons because I'm used to different buttons. That's crazy. My, we'll get used to it. All right, everybody, here we go. We're finally 1 hour in. We're doing music. You guys ready to do music now? Should I end the show? End the show. Bye, guys. It was fun, wasn't it? Not. Okay. No. It's 11:15. Let's go. First song with the new looper. It's going to be good, I swear. Well, I don't swear anything. Actually, I don't swear. I have no idea whether this is going to be good. I will be honest, if this sounds like crap, just know it's a new looper and I will figure out whatever is wrong with it. And again, there might be issues that'll never be solved because they say there are things that can, like some people have definitely sent these things back because they don't work. I'm hopeful that it's the revolution. My hope is that this unit right here is going to take me to the highest heights. We had the other one for 5 years and changed my life, dude. 5 years, I changed my life, guys. It really did. So it ran its course. It's good. You know, so many people have 8,000 guitars, right? I think having multiple of a looper that changes your life is probably a good idea. Considering it costs about as much as a guitar. Okay, hold on. I'm retuning this thing. We just got another. Hey, Thomas Anonymous. 10 gifted memberships. Thomas, we were just talking about you, dude. You and Gentle Jake and Kirk Burning and Thomas Johnston, dude. Thomas Anonymous gifted 10 more memberships. The nightclub is pretty much all Thomas Anonymous, dude. 10 gifted memberships from Thomas Anonymous. Dude, Thomas. All the nights. Dude, Thomas gave 60 memberships the other day in one episode. There's so many. That's so awesome. All of you guys are here. Thank you, guys. Here we go, guys. All right, now I'm going to play. I know, I keep saying here we go. Let's hope. If it sounds like crap, remember, guys, we'll get in it again, and I'll fix everything tomorrow. And there may never be a way to fix it, but who cares? We're going to win. Let's go. Best show ever. All right. Made from scratch. Watch me build. Here we go. So far, interesting. We're getting somewhere. Let's keep adding to this thing. Let's see. Let's see if how it's gonna sound with other stuff. I have no idea, man. You tell me. Here we go. All right, we're gonna do the essentials of this, right?
Whoa, Black Betty. Whoa, Black Betty. Ram-a-lam, I said, go, Black Betty. Ram-a-lam, Black Betty had a child. Ram-a-lam, the damn thing gone wild. Ram-a-lam, I said, whoa, Black Betty. Ram-a-lam, I said, go, Black Betty. Ram-a-lam, Black Betty had a child.
All right. Pretty decent for a first test. What do you guys think? Yes? I'll have to listen to the playback to know, whether I think some of it sounds perfect or not. Because, I hear it through my monitors, right? But I'm not listening through your guys' end. I wish there was no delay. Right? That'd be crazy. That'll probably never exist, though. That'd be insane, right? If you could instant listen. But obviously, I'm not going to be able to just plug my headphones into this stream. Because that would be way crazy. All right. I'm right. I'm marking it. We're going to see. I hope you guys... that was pretty interesting. I mean, I can tell there's differences. you know, I mean, I don't know if you guys can, and I hope you guys can't tell too much. I can tell there's definitely some differences in some of it, and some of the flow and the way I like, because man, you got to realize, guys, like the way I've been using this unit or this style of performing, I have become one with the machine, right? Like, I think you guys know that. I couldn't, you know, have gotten this far spending thousands of hours doing this without becoming like one with the machine, right? And I think I have very much developed a style within this machine and this thing. That was pretty good though. The knobs are a lot tighter than my old one, which makes sense. Man, all the people on TikTok left right when I started performing, but they don't seem to get, like, guys, you don't get, like, if that sounded like what we were doing before, that's good. But it shouldn't all the way, because it's definitely different. Because some of the controls are different, for sure. And hopefully in a better way. All right. Thomas Anonymous. Lemon Man just sent out 10 gifted memberships. Lemon Man gifted 10 more memberships. Thank you, Lemon Man. 1066. Joanne Bird just upgraded to the member of the Great Nightclub. There's the regular, I don't remember what it is. It's regular, great, and best. Thank you. Thank you, Joanne. You don't get anything extra, I gotta tell you. That's the only bummer, is there's 3 tiers of nightclub. The bottom's $3. I think the second one's $5, and then the top is $10. I don't exactly remember. Because I'm not gonna lie, guys, you don't get anything extra for the top 2 tiers. I wanted to do stuff, but I didn't get enough people doing the top 2 tiers. And honestly, I think it's hard enough to get members of the nightclub anyways. So I try to make the nightclub good, you know, and not overly divide all the concepts. All right, I think most of this sounds pretty good. Even this filter. You got to realize this right now, right? This sound. Does this sound pretty good? I hope it does, because this, again, even this is my regular thing, right? It sounds like the normal show. At least from my end, it sounds like the regular show, right? But you got to realize that I had to set up the effects settings and the compression and stuff. It's a whole different compression overall and all kinds of stuff. So like every little bit, even this rise effect is not how it comes default, by the way. So it sounds a lot like what I used to do, right? But it's way not. It's definitely more aggressive. It's a little different than the way it was. And then there's this. Let's see what this sounds like now, right? So. Which that was definitely set way too aggressive, but I'm not gonna save it yet, so I'm just aware of it. There's a few things, right? These are all set up different entirely, so. And that might be set up a bit aggressive. There's so many little minor, your effects racks are everything, right? And when I did Ableton Live, I spent 8 billion hours doing that, which is why I am no longer doing Ableton Live, because you will go insane. And again, you could do the same thing with a guitar effects processor, with your synthesizer. You can literally modify settings forever, but what you got to do is find something that you're comfortable with and that you can perform with that sounds good. And that's what 99% of people's problems are, is that they never get to that point. You know how many musicians I know that spend gear hunting their whole life? And it's fine to be searching, but if you don't do the thing, it's in your way. And you should just honestly go back to just buy a Marshall stack and just run your guitar through it, because like that's still the best sound. I'll be honest, guys. It's still proven fact that if you just bought a Marshall tube amp and ran your guitar into it, it still sounds the best. There's still nothing better sounding. Now, not that I do that. I don't do that. I can just tell you it's that. I sometimes want to, but I don't. They're expensive also. I mean, that's still like, $3,000-$4,000 concept. So, it's still more expensive than buying an effects processor, unfortunately. I would love to do it that way, but it's also really loud. It doesn't make any sense when you carry equipment around either. Anyways, thank you guys. Okay, we're going to keep moving. Sorry I'm not reading the chat more, guys. I know. I used to read it more and more, but again, like, it makes me sad because some of the, there's just so much toxic garbage, right? So, and I'm not a fan of, it sounded like the show started out real toxic. So, again, guys, we're testing I should have marked on the description. We have a new looper. This is the first episode with the new looper that I got. It's the same looper, just a newer version. So my other one's about 5 years old. I just got a new one because all the buttons and stuff. There's a lot more wrong with that old one than I would ever admit. Man, I've been watching so much Joe Bonamassa because I had to make that advertisement, paid partnership, and so I'm just oh, he does so many. Blues is always just holding out the notes, right? And unfortunately, part of his thing, there's these new age guitar players that call those boomer bends, and they are offended by it. And I'm like, dude, get out of here. It's the core of guitar, bro. Bending bends. I got to tell you, dude, every great guitarist ever. I don't know what to tell you. If you hate that, I think you don't like guitar. Anyways, thank you so much with all the super chats again. Thomas Anonymous, Thomas Johnston, Heavy D, bro. I would almost play. You guys got your own theme songs, man. You all have your own theme songs that I could do them. I love this place. You guys, thank you again for supporting this place. Let's do another. We'll end this one and we'll do another one.
Whoa, Black Betty, Ram-a-lam, said go, Black Betty, Ram-a-lam, Black Betty had a child, Ram-a-lam, the damn thing gone wild, Ram-a-lam, said whoa, Black Betty, Ram-a-lam, said go, Black Betty, Ram-a-lam, Black Betty had a child, Ram-a-lam, the damn thing gone wild.
I think it all sounds pretty good. The new microphone settings, right? The mic has new equalizer, compressor, noise suppression, all kinds of stuff. So there's all sorts of things you guys don't realize that I set up in order to make this thing work. And I don't even realize it because the last time I really set one of these things up was 5 years ago, right? So although I make adjustments, once you have it, you have it. So again, the new looper with all these new settings, and I could have just transferred everything over. I chose to do it because I want to know what's going on. Plus, again, I'm not scared. Having a looper that you've used for years, you get kind of scared to change anything and ruin something. Okay? You really do. So what's nice about starting from scratch is you're who cares? Punk rock, right? Break stuff to make stuff, right? So once it's starting from scratch, you're who gives a crap, right? And that's beautiful. So we're gonna sit and I'm gonna do different stuff, dude. And hopefully in better ways, dude. That's the bottom line. Hopefully it's all better. Even the talk box is gonna sound different, right? So, and I think it sounds good. Because I chose a bunch of different mic gain settings, on the equalizer, dude, and to try to make it more clear.
Ram-a-lam, whoa, Black Betty, Ram-a-lam, said go, Black Betty, Ram-a-lam, Black Betty had a child, Ram-a-lam, the damn thing gone
One more drop, and then we're going to do a different one. What do you guys want me to do? Tell me. Tell me in the chat. We're going to drop this one more time. One more time. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're going to smash this thing. Here we go. Love you all. Let's move on.
Ramble and Black Betty as a child. Ramble and the damn thing gone wild. Ramble and I said, whoa, 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 whoa,
All right. Nice. Okay. Now, sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty on point for what we're trying to do. Double tap the screen. Double tap the screen. TikTok. Where are you at? Where are you at? Everybody left. We have 5,000 views and now they're all not here. 3,600 hearts. Why don't you guys engage in the stream? Why don't you heart the screen? Why are you even here if you're not going to help me? Right? I don't understand that. I wish we could put it into followers only mode. And I don't know. That was never a thing as far as I can tell. And I wish it would be. Because it doesn't make any sense. That we don't want the fake people that don't really watch. I don't care about that. Whatever. We make money on YouTube. TikTok, I don't understand why you don't support me and you watch those other people that just talk and do nothing. That's crazy to me. It's honestly one of those things, I'm like, positive, happy vibes, but I can't stand like watching that, right? I usually try to stay in my own bubble, but then I watch like some of the people that get supporters and it's like, that is not creative, not any sort of thing that needs to be funded. I'm not even so sure if it's not just people with rich parents who back their show or something, or if it's some sort of bot weird crap. I don't get it. I don't get it. Not to throw shade at some of that stuff, but some of it needs shade. Streaming should be like a thing that you should be like gatekeeped almost, because it's like people are wasting data. It's crazy, dude. Like, you should almost have to try out. Like, if you had to try out to be a street performer, like when I went to Savannah, Georgia, I had to get a street performing permit, okay? I had to do that in Salem, Massachusetts also, okay? And you had to do it in Las Vegas, Nevada also, okay? You had to apply, and there you had to apply. You don't have to get a license. But I had to perform, get a, like in Savannah, Georgia, if you want an official license, you have to perform for the city and actually get a license, okay? And that's almost how streaming should be, because it costs these companies money, and most of these people should not be allowed to do it, I'll be honest. If you honestly ask me, there should be like a barrier, because it's like insane what some of these people, whatever, I don't care. Thank you all for supporting me, and that's all I'm saying. We did a really honestly, you guys made the end of this month amazing. So thank you, Thomas Johnson, Thomas Anonymous, Heavy D, Bob 2019, Gentle Jake, Kirk Burning. So many people that have supported this show throughout the month in big ways. Unsaid Flower gave 2. Says hardcore pirates. You want me to do pirates? Hardcore though? Like a hard style version of pirates? That could be a thing. Like do a fast pirates? Maybe. That song's like better because it's like emotional though. Like it's like more about the emotion in the playing and that than it is about the speed of it. It'd be like, it'd probably ruin it, to be honest. We could try it maybe. All right. Thomas Anonymous says with a $20 super chat, $20 more from Thomas Anonymous. We love you, buddy. Says, can't wait to see you on a Tonight Show or something of the sort. I'll be honest, dude. The Tonight Show doesn't matter at all, bro. I've seen people that were on The Tonight Show. I know of some people that were on The Tonight Show, dude. And you know what it did for them? It's an honor, so I would happily do it because I grew up around that, right? We grew up thinking that was cool. I literally have witnessed somebody that I know within the streamer space go on The Tonight Show, and they grew by 0% on anything. It was actually shocking. The amount of non-impact that had horrified me, because I thought that was like still kind of something, you know? No, dude, it turns out that like streaming is more impactful than that. I'm not even joking, dude. I'm not gonna call out the person. You guys may know who I'm talking about, you may not, but I witnessed that person be on The Tonight Show, and it did nothing for them. Their numbers did not gain anything. If anything, they probably helped The Tonight Show, because I feel like, I don't know. But I would love to be on there, because again, it's like my dad loves that stuff, and I grew up around it. So, Jimmy Fallon's, got his thing and they're doing their thing. But all of that, I don't know. I could tell you what I think the new Tonight Show is, what the equivalent to that would be. But isn't it funny that it seems like anything that's the alternative to The Tonight Show, everyone hates? All shows are canceled and everyone's offended by everything, right, guys? Right? Okay. Unsaid Flounder says hardcore pirates again with another $2. Hardcore pirates, huh? Okay. I love you guys. So thank you to Thomas Johnson, Thomas Anonymous. I honestly hope I can go to the highest heights of anything. And I don't even know what that means anymore, right? What is the highest heights of anything? Because honestly, I've lost respect for most of the things I love. So like, yeah, tonight's show would be awesome. Madison Square Garden would be awesome. But if you find out the reality, no one makes any money doing that. Yeah, that's real. Because it costs so much. And then you got like, you know, playing at the Sphere, performing at the Sphere, right? That'd be epic. I don't know what the highest height of anything is anymore. Don't know. You know, what is it? It's kind of nice in that way, right? I want to get 100,000 subs on YouTube. That is honestly like where I'm at. And then 1 million, right? But what's the highest heights possible? Well, it used to be the Tonight Show, that's for sure. It used to be Joe Rogan's show, but I guess it can't be that anymore or something. I don't know. What do you think is the biggest thing going on right now in the world? What is the biggest thing, right? Like beyond iShow Speed's live stream? I have no idea. Everybody's canceled and everybody hates everybody, so nothing is like a good thing, right? Like you literally can't. My biggest dreams, I don't know. The biggest dream is to perform at the Sphere and no one cares. That's the thing. You'll never get there because there's like 5 people that are going to do that. Maybe like, I guess Coachella, you know, the Super Bowl. I don't know if that's that cool anymore. You know, they won't let Metallica play. And because they don't let Metallica and they didn't let Van Halen play, do you really like the Super Bowl? Because they didn't let Van Halen play and they don't let Metallica play, is the Super Bowl worth caring about? I'm not going to say I think it is. I'm not even going to lie. Yeah. They didn't let any of my favorite people play. I don't really know if I care about the Super Bowl. So is that a big deal? I don't know, because the people they hire, like they'll just hire Justin Timberlake 20 more times. And not that he isn't talented, but dude, you don't need to do it twice. When Van Halen was alive, Eddie Van Halen was alive, and they didn't give him the chance. Yeah, hardcore pirates. Just adding shred. You just don't want it fast. Unsaid Flounder gave me $2 more. Whatever, dude. I'm honored to just be doing this and making money from you guys. So, like, and not that money matters, but, you know, the financial stability it's impossible sometimes, right? It feels like if you make, the more money you make, the more expensive things get and nothing ever works for you. Like I want to buy a van, right? And then the closer I get to the chance to buy a van, the more scared I am to waste my money. Do you guys think I should just buy a van though and hit the road and do like the mobile streaming and not care? I'm tempted to, like, even if I still keep the space in the mall and we don't get kicked out, get a van and be able to hit the road on stints. And we just go to places, stream, and then I come back. We use it like a business, right? Like a mobile stream studio, kind of like Steve-O's Wild Ride, right? It's just Steve-O's Wild Ride, but it's streaming around the... I just hope I get to collaborate with big deal names. And I probably could right now on TikTok through To Boost. There is a music battle tomorrow. I could sign up. I didn't sign up because I'm afraid of the new Looper, right? I don't want to go in front of like, because here's the thing, Skylar Clark, shout out to Skylar Clark, beautiful, talented drummer, 500,000 followers. You know, she probably would collaborate with me and that would help me. And I'd grow in numbers over there. But I'm also, you know, some of that makes me nervous, dude. TikTok battling is not something I've done. I'm more worried about YouTube all the time, right? I care about YouTube because look at my community. You guys are supporting me, right? And I just don't know. Unless TikTok, people start shilling out crazy amounts of gifts. And I hope there's a world where that happens. Those people, I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't talk to them, but where's my community, right? Answer your question. What is your question? I didn't get this guitar, I built it. So I didn't get the guitar, I built it. That's the answer. It says it in the little intro. If you read the little intro, it tells you your answer every time. When you showed up, it told you, you know? That's crazy. You want me to answer your question? I already answered it before you even started. You just want to know that I'm not a robot? Yeah, you just got in here, and when you arrive, you notice in the chat, it tells you what's going on. It'll drop a comment and say, welcome to my show. Yes, I built the guitar is the last thing it says on it. Yep. It's okay. I love you. It's fine. I love you all. All right? You heart your... By the way, the person's name on... Your name on TikTok is I love my girlfriend. Your name on TikTok is I love my girlfriend. Prove it. Go look on my TikTok channel under my homepage at my viral video that got 500,000 views from like 6 years ago when I first built the guitar. No one on earth has the guitar. It's not this one. It's my other one that I made. And that's the thing. I'm the only one on earth with it. That's how you know I made it. Because I literally am the only guy in the history of the world. It's literally proof. Go look up the history of guitars and go find a light-up guitar that's sound activated before the moment that I posted that video. I am literally the inventor of it. Good. I'm glad you don't believe me. That's how awesome it is. It's so crazy and unbelievable that you don't even believe me. I also made this light-up goggle system with it. So you see this system? The only guy on earth. And I have a second guitar that does this. So how do you explain that? I also have shoes that go to it because I'm the inventor of all of this. That's right. That's right. Yup. And that's why people should follow me because I am creative. And I'm not just some guy who just sits in a basement playing the same crap over and over again on no one cares. All right. All right. So, no, I'm in a mall right now and you're not. I'm in Merle Hay Mall. You have 500 followers and you're a sad, sad loser. Goodbye. Gotta block those people. I wish my moderators... Who on YouTube wants to moderate TikTok? Megan's not there, so we need to get rid of the people that are sad losers, you know. I'm a happy winner. Again, let's show them how much money we made tonight. Yay for me. Thank you for all the super chatters on YouTube. That is amazing. We're going to keep going. Prove that you made the guitar. You know how you prove it? Look up everything on earth and you will not find this. That's how you prove it. I'm not going to show you how I made it because that's the thing. Like literally, how do you think I got a guitar goggle system? Yeah, dude, I just bought it at Walmart, dude. Just a Walmart guitar goggle light up magic guitar system. Yep, comes standard. You didn't know? You get handed this every time you want to play guitar. Yeah, dude, they hand them out. And literally that video on my TikTok that went viral proves that I'm the inventor of this because, again, you can look through the history of the world, dude. You did not find a sound-activated light-up guitar before mine. And you can look around, dude. You won't find one. I literally freaking did this for a reason. And I did it like 6 years ago. Now, you may find some copiers because I've seen some people trying to copy me. But that's all they're doing. Yeah. But what they don't even get is this isn't even my greatest idea. I mean, it's my most profitable in the sense of super chats paying me back for doing this, right? But my haunted house, that I'm in right now that's in Merle Hay Mall in Des Moines, Iowa, is actually probably full of the most brilliant things I've ever made. Because they're so complicated. But nobody cares, and I didn't make a lot of money off of that because it costs so much money to make it all happen. And the thing is, I get money from super chats, and I could turn it in. Dude, I'm so tempted to have a huge Halloween this year. We could turn all the money that I've earned into Halloween again, but I keep like this is what happened to me before, is I took all the money that I had, and I was like, if we just spend more money, we're gonna win this time. It's like gambling, and I don't gamble. But like I like business, and like Halloween, if you're like you spend more money, we're gonna hire more employees, we're gonna have more actors, we're gonna have more monsters, more everything, more advertising, more everything, right? You're like, the more we spend, the more we're gonna make, right? And what happened to me is I kept spending and not making more money. I just went sideways. And it's like Halloween's coming up, like, I mean, I know it doesn't seem like it, but if you're in the industry, like by June, July, you got to be ripping, right? If you want it to happen. And I'm like sitting here like, dude, I have a chance. I'm still in the mall. I have a full haunted house built out. And if I put more money into it, we could maybe win, or we won't win. And that's the problem, is it's such a gamble where I'm like, my smart move here is to just keep it for the stream. Buy a van. We got to eat it. I love Halloween, dude. And there's this side of me that itches at wanting to do Halloween huge. But you have to spend a lot of money to keep doing Halloween huge with advertising and all this stuff, dude. And I think this year, we're not going to do it. We're going to do this. We're going to live stream. We're going to win at live streaming and bridge the gap the other direction. So, and there will be Halloween stuff probably. It just won't be. This is the future for sure, right? I am a professional live streamer forever and always, right, guys? Thank you to those that support me and allow it. So thank you to Thomas Johnson, Thomas Anonymous, Kirk Burning, Heavy D, Gentle Jake, Lemon Man, all of you. We're about to end the month. I think there's what we got, like till Friday. It's this is, this isn't the all-time record month, but I think this might be the second biggest month, guys. And that doesn't include what Thomas Johnson did outside of. I'm just talking on YouTube as a place. And Thomas Johnson did give money on YouTube, by the way. But he didn't go crazy like he did in PayPal, right? So what I'm saying is we may have the second biggest month ever. We're not going to beat what happened last month because you guys all know it went insane. Like life-changing. That was a life-changing moment. But I think we are at the second most super chatted month. And I'm happy with that, We don't have to do what we did last month every month, even though it'd be awesome. Obviously, it'd be awesome to be rich as crap. But thank you. All right. Unsaid Flounder with $2 says, use the van for mobile nightclub. Please sign up. Oh, yeah. Kirk Burning with another $10 says, don't assume everyone can read. That's true. But what does that mean? I definitely don't assume everyone can read. Yeah, I mean, my biggest audience, guys, is Moscow, Russia. Yup. In the past 90 days, my biggest audience on YouTube is in Moscow, Russia. Shout out to Russia. That's awesome, right? All right, we're going to play now. Game streamer, are you really Iranian? More polls. Yeah, you want to see what happens when you guys win? You guys voted to win the level 1. You guys are playing Paperboy over there on YouTube in the poll. All right, we're an hour and a half in. We will probably do an hour more or so. Okay, I'm not gonna go overly late. We'll do like 3.5 hours or so, or we'll do at least 2.5 hours. I'm not guaranteeing a super long thing. We're gonna get back in the rhythm of like 2 hour, 2.5 hours or so, 2.5 to 3 hours, multiple times a day again. Okay, but I just have, tomorrow I'm waiting for that phone, so I'm not gonna do anything. If the timing of the phone is going to depend on what happens tomorrow. And there's a chance it could show up at 9 o'clock at night, and if that happens, then we won't even stream at all. If it's not going to show up in the afternoon, we'll do an afternoon stream and then not a night show. We're just going to see. But hopefully we'll be able to test the new phone. And honestly, dude, the Google Pixel is not supposed to be better than the iPhone or the Galaxy. But not that the Galaxy looks horrible, right? But I don't like the lighting or the way it handles light. iPhone is beautiful camera, but the audio is screwed up. And until they fix that, it's useless. Cheers to all my wonderful supporters, guys. We're going to stay positive. I know I threw a lot of fireballs tonight. I don't understand the ADD crap on TikTok. Hey, we got some people watching on Kick. Rainbow Obsidian. New Looper for sure. Thanks, Rainbow. Rainbow Obsidian. Big John Guitars. Big John Guitars on Kick. What's up? We got kickers. All right, now we're going to move on. Now I wiped it. What did you want me to do? Pirates, rockin' pirates. Rhythm of the night. Rhythm of the night. Rhythm of the night. Thomas Anonymous just gave me $10 saying rhythm of the night. Yes, I like that suggestion. I can't think of what rhythm of the night is. I don't know. Who's that by? Thanks, Chabol. Chabol. First time here. That's a wild guitar. Congrats on your success. I'm trying to have success. Keep subbing, guys. It'd be nice to get it to 57,000 before we end. Maybe that's what we'll do tonight. We'll have a sub goal. If we can keep it rolling, I'll happily do it. We did a pretty good job so far tonight. That'd be awesome. I love doing a sub goal. It's just I kind of like recently, the last couple streams, it was annoying, so I just didn't want it to run my brain. Because it's not fun doing it that way. It's fun when you're winning like crazy, like we were doing, but when the subs aren't pumping, I almost want to get rid of the number because it's distraction from having a positive, fun time. And the goal is to really just have fun, which is also why you won't see me read the chat as much sometimes, because sometimes it's just a lot of toxic weirdos. Sweet child of mine. What's your request? Unsaid Flounder. Rockin' Pirates, yeah. Rhythm of the Night. I don't know who's that by? Smells Like Teen Spirit. We do that one. TNT, I do that a lot. Are they Reeboks or are they Nikes? I don't know. Be Fun. Oh yeah, Fun Enough is here. Got the new Looper hooked up, so everything sounds way crazy different. Overnight Sensation. Is that the name of the band? I'm the least overnight sensation in the history of the world. Nobody has streamed more than me, bro. Thousands of hours. Like you can literally just look like it is nowhere near overnight sensation. Oh my God. Oh man, I forgot to start the show off by talking about this, dude. Today was the first, by the way, dang it, dude. Today was the first day I got recognized by somebody, dude. I got recognized at a gas station. Right when I walked in the gas station, there was a guy in line and he goes, Sparky. And I was like, yeah, dude. And it was so crazy. And it was because, you know, that time I was streaming in the park, somebody recognized me, right? But it was one of the people that went to school with me in elementary school. That doesn't count to me because they know me in real life, right? They knew me at some point. No, dude. Straight up random guy. Knew who I was, dude. Love that. Shout out to him. I didn't get his name. I got his name. I told him to message me, and he messaged me on TikTok. But yeah, dude, I got recognized finally. I'm sure I've been recognized before, but people just didn't say anything to me, or they're not a fan of me. You know what I mean? I know I have because I've felt the vibe. But whether they're just too nervous to talk to me or they don't like me, there's that too, right? Because I'm sure I'm not always. I'm winning, but I'm kind of controversial, right? In the sense that we're in Iowa where people don't do what I'm doing. So, but then again, nobody's doing what I do anywhere, so I don't really care. Anyways, that was awesome. So we're going to do Pirates, all right? Shout out to that. 717, he has the same birthday as me. He knew what my birthday was, and he had the same birth date, 7/17. July 17th. We should go to AC/DC together, dude. I should message him because AC/DC is going to be near us and he has the same birthday. Who wants to buy me AC/DC tickets and go to AC/DC with me? Like in Wisconsin. Who wants to go to Wisconsin with me? Let's go. AC/DC in Wisconsin. Somebody buy the tickets. I'll go with you right now. Right now. We have no time. All right. Anyways, I was recognized in public. And I'll be honest, guys. Like, it's fun to have that, and it's flattering and nice, but then it also, like, you know, it's always kind of one of these things that I've always kind of thought is, like, what it's going to do is the more fame I get, like, if I get legit famous, like, I feel like it's paranoia, because you just go everywhere. Like, even now, like, with the moves I've made, I kind of feel like I'm like, you're just going to go places and then just assume people, like, know who you are, and it's, like, paranoia. Because you just think everybody knows who you are. But it's just the result of winning like crazy. Iowa's most watched live streamer. All right. Anyways. Let's keep going. I don't know what DRI is. Yeah, it was pretty awesome, dude. Thanks. No, yeah, it was awesome. Firehouse, overnight sensation. Do Number of the Beast. Play with the guitar. Maybe older rock and roll. Rhythm of the Night. I know, Rhythm of the Night. Rhythm of the Night. I know the song. I swear I know the song. I just wish I bet if I listened to it. All right, we're going to do Pirates because that's what was suggested for some money. If anybody wants to throw crazy money and give me a real suggestion that they know I can do. We can't just do random stuff. We have to do stuff that you've heard before because this is the first night I'm using the looper. We've only played one song in an hour and 45 minutes because it's been like a lot of talking, so that's not good. This is the first night ever using this brand new looper ever. So we are going to see if it works for everything we're doing. So here we go. Pirates. You wanted hardcore pirates? To me, hardcore pirates would be like hard style dance music, but I don't know if that's gonna work out good because that'd be like like what we were doing. 160 BPM, like, you know. Do you know hard style? You guys know hard style? Well, I'll show you guys just a hard style. If you don't know what hard style is, it's a style of electronic music with a kick that sounds like this. And then it's like, watch this here, like made from scratch. So it's kind of just this, which is dumb stuff, but then it's intense. right, so we got like a hardstyle kick beat, right? You guys know hardstyle music? And then they always use like trance, huge synths, right? You don't know. It doesn't matter. So what they do, watch this, is like, now, like I said, pirates, the problem with doing pirates at this pace is that it's meant to be held out, so it may not work, and that's why I didn't want to do it. But we'll try. Anyways. And I can already tell you, like, again, it's not going to work good at that pace. So we can try and slow it down and see if this is going to sound good stretched out. And this will test the looper for, like, granulation, too. So. I'll be honest, we shouldn't have started it with a hardstyle beat. I knew that wasn't going to quite go the way I wanted it to, because it just doesn't really work for me with that. So. All right. Well, we're going to move on unless we evolve that back into where I'd normally do it. That's not an experiment. We could do hard style version, but here's the thing. It's just like it's supposed to be faster. I don't know. That kick drum and stuff is not the way, right? You do it with the regular traditional kick drum. Celtic style, you got to just do the original arrangement that I made. right, that's enough. Again, we're mostly just testing. Tonight is more of a test of like, there was something there, none of you probably noticed, with syncing up on those things. Because that's what it comes down to, is there's a lot of like, when I first bought the other looper I had, I bought it right day one that it came out. And there would be a lot of, when you have all the tracks going, if you try to sync a new track in, it would not sync up. Something almost happened there a little bit, but some of it you can blame on yourself, and other things you blame on the machine, right? And it was fine. We did fine. All right, we're gonna move on. I know that Pirates is one of those arrangements that it would probably work in a hardstyle arrangement. I've done it, I'm sure, before, but like, you know, it's more about the, that one you gotta sing it out, because it's... Moving on. Moving on. All right. All right. We'll do at least one more. All right. Sub it up. Can we get this thing to 57,000 subs by the end of tonight? Can we get to 57,000 subs? Or is it just Wednesday at like 1 in the morning? All right, so how's everybody doing? What do you guys think? Is it sounding pretty good? I think we're getting pretty good. What should the next piece be? Should we do something more? Should we do one of my originals? Let's do Avicii Love, right? So like something a little more clean and pretty and more musical, and also one of my originals. It's a house style song, but it's just kind of also like a ballad kind of thing. And I love it. So I hope you do too. And I think it's a good one to try. And yeah, I hope you guys are having fun. Happy Happy day. Man, I woke up pretty early today, but we're doing pretty good, you know? We're doing pretty good. Made it through the day. Went on a nice long hike with Pooh again today. After I posted that video for Joe Bonamassa, well, I have finished it, then I went on the walk, and then I posted it while on the walk. It was kind of a nice thing. But it was literally 90 degrees today here in Des Moines, Iowa, nice and sunny. And I love it when it's sunny out and I'll do it, man. But then and then it'll rain and we'll all be stuck in our holes and it's miserable. So you got to get outside while you can, man, and enjoy it while you can when you're in Iowa, which I guess makes you appreciate the nice weather a little more. But also, though, I'd rather live somewhere where it's just nice all the time. That way you make your own schedule. You're like, it's always nice because you live in, like California is pretty much the only place that's actually nice nonstop. Because Florida, I lived in Florida for a long time, and Florida rains every single day. And although Florida is the most beautiful thing, it rains every day, and that sucks, And that's the way it is everywhere. California really is the best weather and place as far as that. But then all the rest of the stuff, there's all this other problems with California, right? Right? That makes me sad about that. But I lived in California for a few years. And I still am tempted to move back, even though financially it's destructive and like impossible. That's why I talked about moving to Joshua Tree. Just buy a plot of land in the middle of nowhere. And that may end up being what I do. I may still do that. Put an RV in the middle of the desert and call it good. Because at least I can go on walks and be in the sun every freaking day. But I don't know. Because I like being in shape and getting sun. And yeah. I wish more people around here like that, man. I'm not going to lie. There's no such thing as beach bodies around here. It's crazy. It's crazy. I wish more people, I don't know. People in America need to be more health aware. I don't know what's going on, man. It is pretty bad. The dating scene and the whole scene, I'll be honest, man. And it's fine to not be like ripped and stuff, but I don't know, man. Everybody seems to be just like, come on, guys. Come on. Yeah, decades of marketing garbage food. It's true. I know, but you can only blame all the food is garbage and everything so much, guys, but stop eating so much of it, right? You're just going to blame everyone else for you doing that? You could eat nice food. You don't have to eat garbage. Nobody's telling you have to do that. That's the problem, right? And if you're going to eat garbage, just don't sit down all day. You know what I mean? Like you even if you worked an office job, get a standing desk, right? Get a very desk, if you don't sit down all day. It really kind of makes me sad. And I'm not that I'm judging people necessarily, but in some ways it's like, man. See, guys, I'll be honest, some of the most judgmental people are people that should not be judging people. You ever notice that too? Like, it's crazy with that, dude. Where it's like, you're going to tell me to get a haircut and get a real job? Excuse me? We could go to town with, how healthy are you? Yeah, I don't know. There's that too. Okay. Anyways, we're winning, so who cares? They'll never understand. You know what I mean? All right. 10,000 views. 10,000 views on YouTube, 6,000 views on TikTok. Not that great on one night on TikTok. I didn't start late either. I actually started early compared to where we usually start. So I don't know. Thank you all for the super chats. It's been an unbelievable night. Thank you for ending the month strong. Thank you to everybody. It's been a weird up and down night as far as just everything. So I'm going to play Avicii Love. This may or may not be the last song. We may go for 3 hours. I wanted to get this thing to 56 or 57,000 subs. But again, the game used to be really fun, right? Because you guys would rally with me and we'd get there. I'm going to put it into subs only mode on the chat. That'll help. All right. We'll end the poll. Remind me to end the poll, because otherwise we'll forget to do it, and then we won't get it done. Okay, this is one of my originals called Avicii Love. I love you guys. Thanks for everybody that tunes in and everybody that supports this show. Jaron Spencer, Travis Guide, Thomas Anonymous. Thomas Anonymous thinks setting up camp in the middle of nowhere is chilling and self-sustaining. The problem is the garbage is so tasty and so accessible. Yeah. And I'm not going to act like I don't eat garbage, but guess what, guys? If you don't eat, like, you know what you do is I eat tons of garbage. Okay, I'm not going to lie. I eat garbage, but I don't eat tons of it. That's what I meant. And if I do eat tons of it, I go on long walks. So you just have to exercise more or eat less of the garbage. So you like, if you can live off of candy, you can live on candy. Just walk more. It's not, I'm literally not even joking, dude. You can, like, as long as you don't eat tons of the candy, you can literally, like, just only eat candy if you need it. Like, I'm not joking. But the problem is people don't get that. They eat too much of everything and then they just sit there all day. That's not how it works. If you're working, if you're exercising, if you're moving constantly, you can basically eat garbage at all times if you just don't sit down all day. And if your job requires you to sit, dude, if you have a desk, stand up. You can get a very desk, invest in a desk that makes it so you don't sit down all day. And if you can't stand up all day, that's probably part of your problem, I'll be honest. You know? It would be crazy to be in a country where everybody's skinny, dude. I think about that, you know? It's certainly not in America. The majority of us are not. And it just makes me sad. Go look at the percentages, because I just watched a video that was talking about the percentages, and it is horrific what's going on here. It's really pretty sad, but I know it's not my problem, but it kind of is my problem, because I'm trying to date and I'm around people. And it's like, what is going on with this, man? Oh, well. Love you guys. You can weigh 5 billion pounds for all I care. As long as you like the show, I don't care. End the poll. Was that too early? It was. We can end it. I don't care. Okay, we'll just end the poll so that I don't forget. We voted. Okay, we're on this story that's been continuing for way too long. It probably needs to end. But we are on like this story that never ends. All right, guys. So there's been this poll. We followed this screaming guy on a bicycle. We were in the woods. A screaming guy on a bicycle went by, and then we hid, and then we decided to follow him, and then he went into a cave. And we followed him into the cave, and then we fell down into a pit. And then you guys voted that the pit teleported us, and we voted that it teleported us into a Paperboy video game, the Nintendo Paperboy video game, because there was a screaming guy on a bike, right? So that's what's going on. So you voted that we got teleported into Paperboy, the video game. That's what we're doing. I know it's a big mess, but that's what happens around here is stories, the improv and the fable part of this, okay? And if you've been here when we used to do the whole entire adventure in one night. We used to have 4 polls. We used to finish the show, but now we're stretching them out forever. So no one knows what's going on unless I explain what's going on. 619 votes. You guys voted. We're teleported into a Paperboy Nintendo game. And if you don't know what that is, look into it because it's awesome. The vote is level 1, we win, or level 1, we lose, with 619 votes. 19% say we lose, and 81% say we win level 1. Okay. So we go on to level 2. Now, the question is what happens in level 2. We're not just going to win the video game, by the way. That's not it. That first one, okay, we could play the game normally. It's like Tron. It's kind of like Tron, the way Tron works, but like way cooler than that. Even though that's cool. But the problem is Jared Leto showed up and ruined it, dude. Is Jared Leto somewhere? Don't let him be somewhere. All right. Jared Leto is not going to show up. Maybe he was the screaming guy on the bicycle. Do you think Jared Leto was the screaming guy on the bicycle? Nostrif joined for more months of the nightclub. 7 months, Nostrif the frog. We love you, buddy. Unsaid Flounder with $2 says amazing skills with brand new equipment. He's chosen. I love it. Yeah, I think we're doing good. That last test went pretty well. And we'll do one more. I'm not gonna lie, most of this is pretty good. Some of the settings I could mess with, but I think I've done it pretty good. All right, this is one of my originals called Avicii Love. Somebody asked me to play an Avicii song, and I didn't know one, so I improvised this one, which is one of my originals. So the story's done. We'll play this song, and then we might just end the show. Not a lot of music tonight. I don't care. It's a test night. Tomorrow, and ultimately, we're going to be testing this thing for like a week, because until we punch out some of the bugs, we're not going to know. And we got to play more music than this show, than talking. But like I said, guys, that Joe Bonamassa ad thing that I submitted, we will know the answer in 14 days. They have 14 days to decide whether they're going to buy my ad that I made. So that's really exciting, right? And if they don't, I'm going to be kind of annoyed because I wasted a bunch of time making that, you know? It's kind of annoying with that. But, you know, if they buy it, oh, it's going to be awesome. I'm excited. It's an honor to be acknowledged at all by YouTube, and hopefully more, and Joe Bonamassa. So hopefully more stuff comes our way, but we'll see. All right, guys, here we go. Avicii Love, a house song. I love you guys. Cheers. Starts with a house beat, 4 on the floor. This one goes out to Avicii and everyone who loved everybody. Shout out to everybody. I love you guys. Thank you for supporting me. All right. It's a house song, so it starts with 4 on the floor, and then we're bringing piano and all this stuff. It's a pretty song, just watch. An original. right, now we've got the basics of a house beat, right? So I'll show you where we're headed. Love you guys. Here we go. Keep adding. love you all one more time. Let's go. Oh, yeah. That's probably enough of that one. You know, that's an original from me. And I probably drag it out too long. But that's fine. Again, I'm more like testing stuff, so with the new looper, with arrangements that I know and how it goes, and that one worked pretty well. I feel like we're kind of falling in like it, other than some of the stuff is a little different on the settings here. It seems to kind of be like what it was, right? So that's good. And that's all that really matters, is if we can pull off the things the way we need to. So Thomas Anonymous with a $5 super chat, clapping for the original. With the $5 super chat, says thanks for the quote-unquote free show. Yeah, thank you, Thomas Anonymous. I'm glad you understand what's going on and that you're willing to fund everyone else's time, because, you know, I get that a lot of people, it's expensive or whatever, but it is pretty obnoxious the way some people are just never, you know, supporting, really, you know. And there's certain people that only show up when the shows are doing bad, too. Those people I can't stand, I'll be honest. And I'm not going to call them out, but I've noticed those people, because they make sure to show their face and say comments only when the numbers are very bad, by the way. I'm not a fan of those people. And unfortunately, those are some people that have been around a long time. But they only show up on nights where the numbers are very low. Not a fan of those people. But thank you to Thomas Johnson, Thomas Anonymous. I'll read all the super chatters. Thomas Anonymous, Unsaid Flounder, Nostrif, Kirk Burning. Tons from Thomas Anonymous. Unsaid Flounder, Thomas Anonymous. Joanne Bird, Lemon Man with gifting memberships, and Thomas Anonymous gifted memberships. Thomas Johnson, tons from Thomas Johnson. Insane amounts from Thomas Johnson. Tons from Joanne Bird. Thomas Johnson. Lemon Man. Heavy D, man. I love you, buddy. I hope life has gotten good, dude. I love you, buddy. Heavy D. Legends, dude. Fortnite Clips. Steampunks. Melissa, oh yeah, Melissa Jajewski. Kirk Burning, really threw down tonight. Love you, buddy. Thank you for helping me live my dreams, dude. I love you, man. Brian, VK, Kirk Burning, Heavy D, and Mr. Moo Cow. Oh yeah, I love you guys. I love you guys. Thank you for supporting me. My in-ear monitor died a while ago. That shows how dude, I gotta buy another one of those, and that's at least $300. So that's fun, right? So, that's where the money's starting to go, right? I bought another looper, trying to get a phone, trying to get in-ear monitor. The stuff that I have is starting to break because I use it for a billion hours, right? So you got to just keep repairing things. So. Thanks, Dane. Dane likes it. Thanks so much, Dane Hoskins, saying some really kind stuff here. Yeah, I agree, dude. There's a lot of people that go live and probably shouldn't. As I said, there was almost and I get it, I don't know. I didn't start. Go look at the beginning of the show. I did not, when I started this live show, I did not start streaming before I knew what I was doing, then started streaming. Not the other way around. I find there's a lot of people that are should not be going live yet. It's would you go on a stage before you knew what you were doing? Don't do that. Half of the live streams on the internet should be cut out, I'll be honest, right? Whether it's somebody sleeping or it's I don't know. There needs to be almost a barrier to entry because it's I can't stand the flood of stupid crap, dude. It's stupid. But ultimately we win most of the time, so it's fine. We didn't quite get to 57,000 subs tonight. I set that as a goal, but we're not gonna play that game, so we're just below 3 hours. That'll do it probably. Now, 1:30 in the morning. I woke up at Hey, Hall of Bards, what's up? Have you been here the whole time? Or did you just get here? I have the feeling you just got here. Yeah, I had to do some of my own moderating. Again, if you're a YouTuber, if you're a YouTube moderator, heck, if you're just a YouTuber that I might recognize, message me on TikTok and you can probably be a moderator. We need more TikTok mods ASAP, guys. So if you want to do that, we need them because Megan does a great job and Hall of Bards is there sometimes. And there's a couple other people that I made mods, but that was before we had any popularity. And not that tonight was not that popular, but tonight did what typical TikTok does, which makes me not want to use the thing. I can't do a stream that just is wildly up and down. It's real stupid. It's mentally bad for you, so I don't know. I'm glad to be a part of Taboo's talent agency, but I'm going to tell you, dude, the actual what that is. And some of the people they've let in, I don't understand what the barrier for entry there is, but whatever. It's kind of like the barrier for people shouldn't be allowed to stream if they're just stupid. Heavy D, bro, you're still here. Thank you for so much, bro. Again, I tried to sing your praises, man, throughout the, even when you're not here, man, when people give super chats. Because honestly, guys, there's some people that ultimately sponsored this show in such a way that we, we'll always talk about them, right? So Thomas Johnson and Heavy D, Kirk Burning, Thomas Anonymous, Gentle Jake, and even Bob 2019. There are some of those people that have given so much that, I wish they had businesses for me to promote. Kirk Burning does. Go to kirksburnings.com. But the rest of these people, I will always mention the big givers because here's the thing. This show's only been around for a little more than a year and a half. And some of you people have made it so I'm a full-time pro. And I know things are up and down all the time, guys. positive, negative, up and down. I try to stay positive. I'm just here to inspire people. You know, obviously you can tell the chat can be super toxic and the internet's pure toxic. So it's hard. Sometimes it's easy to get sucked in, you know, and I try to float above it all. But good to see you, Heavy D. No way, man. Heavy D, your mom situation didn't go so well, buddy. Love you, man. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Yeah, my mom died a little over 3 months ago. I'm sorry to hear that, Heavy D. I'm here for you, man. You can message me anything you want, dude. Honestly, you changed my life first, dude. Like really, like other than Kirk Burning's consistency and like Gary C gave a lot back in, like Gary C started giving me money, was one of the first givers, but like, and Kirk Burning became the first consistent person giving me money, but like, and all the members, obviously, but you know, Heavy D, you stepped in and like, while my mom was still here, by the way, and then my mom knew that like this could become a full-time gig, right around 25,000 subs on YouTube, you know, in fall, we, Heavy D showed up and really pushed it to a point where, you know, like, cause my dad's always skeptical of everything and things are going to be up and down, dude. I get it financially, dude, you know. No one makes music for a living anymore, and no one streams for a living, and no one does YouTube for a living. Like, there's very rare, okay? And all of those things are up and down and probably bad choices for a lifestyle choice, right? But here I am. And when you ask my, you know, remaining family members, like, whether I'm doing this or not, like, even when things like Thomas Johnston and Heavy D and these people come in, they just think it's all flash in the pan. Well, it might be a moment in time and a flash in the pan, but if it keeps happening from different people in different ways, then it's not. It's no different than a business owner getting a big contract and then never again, right? And that's the facts, right? Is if you own like a construction business, you might build one building that you might feel like you're rich, but if you don't get another building after that, you aren't rich. And that's kind of what this is to me. So thank you to those of you that give and that consistently give. And Heavy D, you know, if you need anything, buddy, we're all here for you. You are so great, dude. I put a smile on your face. I'm sorry to hear that, you know. It's hard when loved ones die, man. It's really insane. I've been going through it. You know, dive into whatever's, you know, whatever will help you rise above it all. Honestly, man. Because, you know, don't drown. Like, I mean, again, like if you want to drink or whatever to drown your sorrows, I don't blame people. Don't do it too much. Like I didn't, you know, I'm straight edge sober. I haven't drank in 3 years. Haven't, you know, I managed to fight it when my mom passed. So here I am, you know. Dive into work on something, right? Improve your life. Do whatever you can, man. Your loved ones or whatever you got, man. You know. Heavy D says, I'm here for as long as you're doing this, but when things like this go down, I might have to not be at all the shows. That's, yeah, Heavy D, I don't expect everybody to be here all the time. I love seeing you, man. It's about being here sometimes and enough to know you're still watching and knowing you're here, man. That's it. And you don't have to give me tons of money or anything to know you're here, you know? Like, I just love knowing you're here, dude. And thank you so much. It's unbelievable, bro. Thank you. Seriously. And I wish you the best of luck, man. Life is hard with that. You know, as I always say, tell your mom you love her, people. Tell your mom you love her. You never know what could happen to you or your mom, okay? You never know. You need to tell your mom you love her, okay? And the thing is, if you don't have a mom, let the chat be your mom. My community has ultimately helped me get through this time, and I love you for that, YouTube. Thank you so much. Like, And we will help others as well. Heavy D, we're here for you, man. You need people, we're here for you, dude. You're the best. We're all just trying to get through and win, okay? So rise above it all. You know, the world will continue to try to pull us all down, and there'll be people in the chat that can't stand people that are trying to spread positivity. It's crazy with that, but, you know, ultimately I'm trying to be positive. That's what the goal of this is to inspire people and make people happy and have a good time and, you know, show people that you can, it's possible to live your dreams and create for a living, but you got to work real hard. Don't just start going live with something you never practiced or worked on, okay? Like even just getting this ready, like you don't get like the amount of time I put in. Those that don't know, don't know. Other people, some people, you guys know, the real ones know. Thousands of hours, tens of thousands of hours of music and learning, you know, the notes on guitar and piano and learning how to loop and be in time and making arrangements and learning all the songs I know, which is tons of them, right? So, I love you guys. Thank you for believing in me, man. I'm not gonna lie, I'm exhausted. I woke up at like, I don't know what time, like 8 o'clock this morning. So, and then I worked all day on that Joe Bonamassa thing. I told you guys I wasn't necessarily gonna come in today because I had to do the Joe Bonamassa video that I finished. So I worked on that all day. I filmed stuff. I edited all day. Then I went on a walk for about 5 miles in 90-degree weather. And then I set up this looper and finished setting that up. And now I'm here. So I worked very hard today. So I don't know. And not that anyone cares, because nobody does care, because it doesn't matter. I'm just letting you know. Thomas Anonymous with another $10. Thomas Anonymous with another $10 says, if you could round the night out with Rhythm of the Night, that'd be pretty fire. I don't know that one, man. Obviously, I can look into it. But I mean, I'm exhausted. And also, dude, what we're gonna be doing is testing songs that I know how to play, because, you know, like even earlier, like I need to play the songs. We need to do all the things that you guys are probably bored of the exact way, because I'm using a new looper. So new looper with new settings. And if I can't play them the way we've played them 1,000 billion times, I'm not trying to play songs I haven't played before, because I don't know how it's going to go, right? So what I'm doing is we're doing tried and tested formulas in a thing that's not tried and tested, if you get what I'm saying. And I'm all for experimental music and stuff, but if I don't, you know, if the song's not going well, it may either be because of the looper or not. I know, like even the song we just played, that went really well, and it went flawless. So it's looking pretty darn amazing, guys, to be honest with this thing. But again, I'm not going to say this is good to go until I have like at least 12 hours or more of like jamming. And luckily we can send things back to Amazon and stuff, but it's looking like this is going to be good stuff. So I'm excited about that, and we should all be excited. Because there's plenty of these that aren't good. You can go look up reviews on like the Boss RC505 MK2 and read what horror stories the people have of these, and they're bad. Like it can be, the firmware on these can cause all kinds of glitches. Like, and again, this is the second one I've had. I bought it when it first came out also, before they had any updates. And, oh yeah, you don't realize that, like, you know, it can have horrible glitching problems. So like things that are crazy to explain, right? Like where when you like record more than 3 loops, one of them erases, or the memory erases entirely, which we saw happen on my old one, right? But it was because it got too full. So the old one got too full and then erased part of its memory. But there's horrible stuff like that. And we see, that's what we won't discover till we're like 12 hours in, is like sometimes the memory will just erase stuff or erase settings. There's times where you set one thing and then it screws up another thing. That's all kinds of stuff like that. And it's complicated stuff, and you have to just use this thing until you find out. So, you know, we put in a good 3 hours. Not a lot of practicing, honestly, though. A lot of talking, but, you know, whatever, dude. Whatever. So, thanks for showing up, people. I love you guys. YouTube certainly has made a lot of changes to how live streams are set up also, dude. There's a lot of new settings since the last stream. So, as I said, selections for whether you're using AI, selections for auto-generating descriptions of the video, auto-generating bookmarks and clips. It's really crazy. Thank you to Jaron Spencer, Heavy D. Heavy D says, thanks, brother, and we will talk. Bro, I owe you, because you were stressing that point right after your mom passed. So I was in full love mode, and she loved it. Yeah, man, good, dude. I'm glad, yeah. I'm glad you did, Heavy D. You know, I kept saying, tell your mom you love her, and I'm glad you did, man. Because, you know, some of you people don't realize, man, it's like, you know, if you think you don't have that much time, you got to just dedicate your time. Like, I spent all my time with my mom. She was my best friend, my favorite person in the world, and now I don't have that. Jaron says, Jaron Spencer, shout out to Jaron, he's great. Says, you have significantly helped many people, Sparky. More than you know, your consistent grind and promotion of positivity is not inconsequential. Thank you, man. And I know sometimes I get a little salty and I throw fire sometimes, right? But you got to realize the amount of time I've been in here, and then you get heat from the internet and the amount of work, you know, the stress, it gets to you. So I try to be a beacon of positivity. Like, my overall message is that, you know, and sometimes I can be negative or say, I'm a human, dude. That's all I'm saying. But thank you. I'm glad you get it, dude. Thomas Anonymous. Joanne Bird, Sweater, Ohio is here. Fortnite clips. Thank you tonight. Rhythm of the Night. Yeah, I probably do know it. I'm pretty sure I do know it. Like, I'm pretty sure I know which song you're talking about. But Sweater, man, you got to chill out. I don't know what that is, bro, but some of your stuff is funny and some of it's crazy. I don't know. All right, guys. Anyone else have anything else to add? Thank you. 333 says, Sparky is sparking. Love the work you do. One is the loneliest number for sure. Thank you all. I'll read all the super chatters and we're going to get out of here. So far, this was a great test, guys. I'm going to leave so happy because the looper, honestly, that went very well, right? There was only one moment where I think it misaligned the loops, but I was able to save it. And my old one did stuff like that all the time. So right now it's looking to be better than the other one. So we'll put in a few more sessions and call it good. But this was an extremely exciting session of that because everything went really well. And that's good. Because if this didn't work, you get the questions to send it back. And many of you know, this is the second one. They sent me another one that was clearly used. Didn't have any plastic on it. Wasn't in a plastic bag. Was covered in dust. And I did not want to accept that one. Bought another one. So luckily this seems to be good because I don't want to send a bunch of stuff back to Amazon or keep doing this. So we'll do some more tests. I'm glad to be excited about this. I have a Google Pixel phone coming tomorrow that'll hopefully be, and I think the Galaxy S26 actually handled the video pretty well tonight. The focus issue with that, though, is back and forth. Like, it looks pretty good right now. Sometimes it doesn't, though. The AI focusing stuff is garbage. We're just going to get a different phone. I don't know. And worst case, Twitch will watch from there. So, all right, guys. I'm going to read your names, and I'm just going to go. I'm exhausted, okay? Kev Dog, we love you, buddy. Onyx Blackwing, love you. Thank you. Fly Dubs. Kev Dog, Kirk Burning, Joanne Bird, Alberto. Thank you, Alberto Caballero. Sweater, Ohio, Fortnite Clips, 333. Thomas Anonymous, Jaron Spencer, Tortoise, 629. Emmanuel Sultan, Heavy D. Love you guys. All right. Let me read the super chats. Fortnite Clips 19248 with a $2 super chat says, yo, this is my last donation. Have a good night. Thank you. No, thank you, Fortnite. Thomas Anonymous throwing down a huge amounts. I will look into your song, bro. And yeah, again, I almost should do it live because I think that's one I know where I could probably listen to and learn it and play it in front of you, right? But I'm not going to be doing experimental stuff for at least a couple more streams because I'm going to be more about like, yes, it's just playing through the songs you guys have heard me do. But in order to do that, that's what we got to do. Luckily, that's the thing, man. I feel bad for people who buy loopers or buy a machine like this and don't have reps in it because they don't know if it's them or the machine. And I know when it's me or the machine right now because I've done it a billion times, right? All right. Thank you, Fortnite Clips. Thank you, Thomas Anonymous, Mr. P. Pippino. Thank you for the little gift. Thomas Anonymous, Unsaid Flounder. Nostrif, Thomas Anonymous, Kirk Burning, Unsaid Flounder. Thomas Anonymous, Unsaid Flounder, Joanne Bird. Lemon Man, Thomas Anonymous, Thomas Johnston. Joanne Bird, Heavy D. Lemon Man, my thing is not loading now. Uh-oh, I didn't save this. Oh, man. Well, I'm really glad this test hold, and I got to read the rest of those, but I forgot to save the last song. If I don't mark them, we lose track of them. Okay. Heavy D, Lemon Man, Thomas Anonymous, Fortnite Clips, Kirk Burning, Brian VK, Heavy D, Mr. Moo Cow. Hopefully I read all the names again. Steamed Punks. I love that name. Wow, no way. You got that actual name. That's an actual, you got the @ of that. That's a great one, dude. Steamed Punks. You got the name Steamed Punks. That's such a good one, dude. That's like a gold mine name, dude. Steamed Punks. That's very top level stuff. Melissa Gajewski. Guys, you guys really threw down a lot earlier. I love that you guys really supported me at the beginning of the show. Thank you. That was really nice of you guys because I didn't even start. I love that some of you guys support me and just know what I'm going to do and want to help me before we even get going. So thank you. Massive super chats again, guys. Unbelievable. Always very humbling. I'm going to go. I'm burnt out, dude. Gonna die. All right. Well, next time we should be able to get to 57,000. So thanks for all your support, people. You guys are the best. All right, I'm going to go. No epic outro, just a regular boring one. How about that? We'll see. And depending on the distance, Luke, what's up, Luke? Fly Dubs. Thanks, everybody. We're just going to get out of here. Show's over. All right. 3 hours and 15 minutes. I'm dying. All right. Love you guys. Thank you. Love you all. Heck of a night of testing the new looper, guys. Great day. Winning like crazy. I'm excited for the future. I'm really glad this thing worked out tonight. Thank you, Mr. Pepinos. Pepinos? I don't know how you want me to say that. All right. Cheers. I'm not going to do an epic outro. I'm just going to say bye. Thank you so much for those of you that believe in me, man. I'll keep trying to work hard. I can't guarantee what time I'll be in here. As again, it's going to depend on when that phone gets here, because I got to go make sure it arrives. So it may be afternoon, it may be nighttime when that phone gets here. It may be a game of who knows, you know? So I may have to wait around all day for this thing, right? Which happens sometimes. But I am going to try to get the phone before I stream. Now, if the phone guarantees nighttime, then I'll do an afternoon show. Otherwise, if it doesn't guarantee anything, we may not have any stream tomorrow at all. I can't guarantee anything. All I can guarantee is this was pretty great. I love you guys, and I will keep grinding and never stop. Thank you for allowing me to have a full-time gig at this. It's amazing. Those super chats tonight, I love that. Thank you all. We're ending this month super strong, and it's like it's really epic. You guys saw what happened here, right? I mean, anytime we make over $500 in an episode, it's insane. That's insane. So I love you guys. Life-changing. I love you guys. Should I buy a van? We're going to find out. I'll see you guys later. Thank you. I love you guys.